Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about some people. So let's go ahead and get into this mess. Miss Kenya Moore Hair Care. Kenya Moore Hair Care. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah, shout out to my girl Kenya Moore Hair Care. All right, so this is according to Hollywood Unlocked. New Bay alert. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kenya Moore is reportedly dating wealthy, wealthy restaurateur Roy Shlomo after divorce from Mark Daly. I don't think that Mark and Kenya are officially divorced. I think they're still. I think they're still. They may be divorced and still are going through. I guess the assets or whatever. But I don't think they're even divorced. I could be wrong. Um, but yeah, he over there trying to take Kenya's money and even take claim of her home. All right. Looks like Kenya Moore may have a new man, and it's about time. The reality star separated from her ex husband, Mark Daly, back in 2019 before filing for divorce over the summer of 2021. Remember when Mark was trying to get alimony from Kenya, too? Revealing that the pair had been having issues in their relationship for a significant amount of time. And things were irreparable at that point. While they'll continue to co-parent their 4-year-old daughter Brooklyn. Remember on Real Housewives of Atlanta when Kenya told us that Brooklyn had never even stayed alone with her daddy in New York? That is so trifling. How can I ask y'all a question? And I would want to ask Kenya this too. At that point, when you let us know that your daughter had never even spent a night alone with her father, I would want to know if if you thought this way. And I feel like she would say it because I just feel like it's just on par with what people say. If you thought of Mark as a great father, how could you consider him a great father when, girl, your daughter ain't never even spent time alone with him at his house? Never spent the night. Girl, y'all ain't been together in X amount of years. And he ain't never not, that baby ain't never spent not one night with her daddy. All right. That's weird to me. That's weird. Anyways, according to the Sun, the personality is said to be seeing Israeli entrepreneur Roy Shalom. I know I'm messing up his name, child. Who the publication says is in his mid 40s and also happens to live in Atlanta. And judging by his credentials, Kenya certainly has a type because her alleged new boo is quite the businessman. He owns several businesses, including Turk and Caicos Restaurant and Lounge, Atlanta's Canvas event space, and a healthy food cafe called Kale Me Crazy. His Kale Me Crazy franchise in particular has been such a success. After founding its first restaurant in ATL, he has since opened 24 other spots across the country, with plans to open the next one out in West Hollywood. While Kenya hasn't publicly addressed claims that she's dating him, she was recently spotted at his restaurant in Turks and Caicos, with sources saying he's expected to be featured on the upcoming season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Shout out to Kenya if it is true, honey. One thing about it, two things for sure, three things for certain, honey. Girl, one thing I have seen y'all do is run these black women into the arms of the other. Girl, I can't run into the arms of the one who... Girl, it happened with Mayetta. It happened with Mayetta. Mayetta got with Neo. He took her to the ringer. Now she with a white man. Girl, look at Mark. Now Kenya over there. Girl, I know he ain't white, but girl, with a white man. God. I mean, girl, love is love. Love is love. Say love is love. Okay? Oh, I be cracking myself up. I be cracking myself up. All right, y'all. Go get into this. Um, Ed Sheeran found not liable for infringing on copyright for Marvin Gaye's hit song "Let's Get It On." Girl, we just talked about Ed, girl, last night, and it looks as though, girl, they said that he basically didn't steal. All right. Looks like Ed will continue to make music since he's been cleared of infringing copyright in the Marvin Gaye lawsuit. A jury in New York has ruled that the British singer songwriter is not liable for copyright infringement in a case that was centered on whether he ripped off Marvin Gaye's hit track "Let's Get It On." This is a pretty big victory for the recording artist who made an earlier claim that he would quit the industry if he lost the case. If that happens, I'm done. I'm stopping. I find it really insulting to devote my whole life to being a performer and a songwriter and have someone diminish it. It was also an emotional day for Sharon and his team as he hugged his lawyer while his wife, Cherry Seaborn, and co-writer Amy Wage were reportedly in tears. I mean, girl, they say he ain't steal. I mean, girl, the law say he ain't steal. But all I'm saying is this, girl, based off your track record, girl, based off of your track record, Ed, honey, your hands, girl, your finger. I'm just saying, underneath your fingernails is dirty. If they say the man ain't stole, the man ain't stole. That's what they say. All I'm saying is, girl, it's not like this is our first time at the rodeo with Ed. And I'm sorry. Like I said last night, I'll be putting up, girl. Let me say something. I don't, y'all track record ain't the best when it comes to like, girl. I'm sorry. I hate to say this, but girl, I see it too often on the internet. Girl, white people always be taking black people ideas. We know this is the truth. We know this is the truth. Girl, let me say something, girl. Let me whisper this because I don't want nobody to hear me because I ain't trying to get nothing started down here, girl. Listen, I'm not trying to get nothing started down here. Okay? And I'm not trying to be messy. But all I'm saying is, girl, Ed got some bops. Yes, he do. Ed got some songs. Yes, he does. I'm not gonna sit here and deny that he has some songs. And I have snapped my fingers to some of Ed's songs, and more than likely, I probably still will continue to do so. But all I'm saying is, girl, we know for a fact, girl, that white people like to take stuff and then call it their own. We know that. It's documented, girl. Every time I look up, girl, it's some white boy, some white girl on TikTok that done took some black girl, black boy's work, and girl blew up off of it, and girl. Now the black girl or the black boy is like, girl, that's me. That was my original idea. Girl. We see it happen all the time. And like I said, I'm not saying that's every white person. It's a lot of them though. I'm not saying that's every white person. But in Ed's case, Ed, girl, we've already went down this road with you when it came to Candy and Tiny with no scrubs. So all I'm saying is, like I said, girl, your hands might be clean, but them fingernails is filthy. Okay? Let me leave Ed alone. We done. Ed, you won. It is what it is. But I'm still gonna think what I want to think. That's what it is. Oh wait. Okay. I'm gonna think what I want to think. Ain't we all though? All right. So listen to this. Isaiah Washington says Ku Klux Klan members were some of his best teachers and neighbors. So repost after Instagram removal. This is what he said. I had some of the best elementary school teachers and even some neighbors that I knew were Klan members back in Texas while growing up. I knew where they stood with me, and they also knew where I stood with them. The boundaries were very, very clear, and I still played with their kids. I just couldn't drink from their outside water hose or come inside their house to eat, and their houses were usually much smaller than what I grew up in. My mother never refused to let their kids into her house to eat a summer lunch and drink from our vintage JFK water glasses. I can't help but wonder today if their kids are supporting me as an actor today. vigorously supporting me as an actor today, simply because I showed them love and respect as a true Texan and a true American. Girl, I'm sorry. Even with their parents and grandparents forbid them to reciprocate love and respect for me publicly back then, but I'm infamous now, I wonder. Girl, can you imagine, girl, getting on the internet bragging about showing somebody love and respect when, girl, they really looked at you as trash and dirt and wouldn't even allow you in their home? But you sitting here talking about, I still love them, I still show them love and respect. I grew up in the country. Um, I didn't realize, I did not realize at the time. It was never like this. You know, me and Isaiah were, how old is Isaiah? I don't think he like, oh. Let me see. Come on now. I can't even see this. How old is Isaiah Washington? Oh, girl, he's 60. I didn't know he was 60, girl. Girl, he actually look good for 60. Okay, girl, I honestly thought he was about 50. Um, but anyways, so, you know, I don't know, girl. I just, I don't know, girl. I think it kind of falls in line with him because I think he is a conservative, a Republican, whatever, girl. And I think that he has this way of thinking where it's like, girl, even though they treat him like this, girl, we're still Americans at the end of the day. That's what he gives me, very much that. Because again, there's no way that these people, you as a child, you know, would not allow you to come inside of their home because they basically thought that you were beneath them because of the color of your skin. And in return, your mother probably said, "Well, girl, if you can't go over there, they're definitely not coming over here." And then you still get online and say, um, "Where is it at?" That you wonder if they're supporting you today simply because I showed them love and respect. Now I know it's not. I know it was necessarily probably the kids who were, you know, treating you in an unkind way, and it was more so the grown ups. But girl, please, girl, please. I guess, girl, that's weird to me. It's weird to me. Girl, it's weird to me. I'm sorry. I'm not denying that that's what's happened. I just think it's weird that, girl, even with all that being said, he still wonders what they're doing because, girl, he showed them love and respect. Even though, girl, if you probably would have stepped on their porch, honey, they probably would have got a rope. Oh, I almost did something real ignorant. They probably would have got a rope, and, girl, we know the rest. But shout out to Isaiah Washington. You know what's so crazy, girl? When Isaiah Washington was on P Valley, it was still in the back of my head because, you know, he was on Grey's Anatomy. We're going to get into that story next. Well, he was on P Valley. I loved his character. I really did. And I was actually kind of excited to see him back, you know, working. I don't keep up with Isaiah Washington, even though I knew that he had made some homophobic statements or a statement back when he worked on Grey's Anatomy. That's why he lost his job. Um, but I do believe that people can change, and I do believe that, girl, just because someone said something ignorant 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, it was a very long time ago, that means that they still, you know, feel the same way. So I was like, you know, maybe he's changed. Um, so I was a little excited when I saw him. Girl, if this camera go down, if this camera go down an inch, girl, lower, honey, all y'all gonna see is meat and balls. Um, but uh, I was just thinking maybe he's changed, and then I loved his character on P Valley, and then it kind of sounds like to me, girl, he probably still feels the same way. He get no shade. All I'm saying is, based off of how I've seen him kind of move recently, and also the way that he probably thinks, I could still probably he's probably still homophobic. Girl, let me say something. Girl, let me say something. If you black and you anti-black, you probably also homophobic. Yes, I said it. If you black and you anti-black, you probably homophobic too, and transphobic and all the other ones. Girl, we just gonna call it a thing, okay? So if and Isaiah Washington, based off what I've seen, you know, let me shut up. This is another thing that he said too. Now I don't know where this came from. The Shade Room just posted this. I wonder, should I tweet about the rampant alcohol and drugs used amongst my fellow castmates and producers of Grey's Anatomy and all of the swingers parties that took place? I remained clean for 3 years and declined the after hours hot tub invites because I was convinced that I would lose my contract with a urine analysis at any moment and lose my dear wife if I got in the woman's hot tub. I wonder. Girl. Isaiah, you worked on Grey's Anatomy, girl, for how long? 1, 2, maybe 3 seasons? I don't know. I don't think it was too long, child. Girl, and that, you reminiscing about what happened at Grey's Anatomy, girl, 20 years. Y'all do know Grey's Anatomy has been on for like 20 years. It's been a very long time. Can I say something? Because I'm not worried about Isaiah. This is why y'all gotta stop doing stuff around people you don't know. They're gonna come out and tell your business. I be trying to tell y'all, girl. Even if the girls was sucking dick in the restroom, why are you telling people? Girl! Girl, even if the boys and girls were in the back doing a little sniff, you know what I'm trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? Even if the boys and girls were partaking in a little, you know, just a little snowman every now and again, a little. Y'all know what I'm trying to say? Like, girl, why? Why? Y'all gotta stop doing y'all business around people. Stop inviting people everywhere. Y'all was trying to invite Isaiah to the parties that he done came out 18 years later, and girl, he's trying to let everybody know, girl, that the people was there and that girl sucking dick, eating pussy, and doing coke. That's pretty much what he just said. And now y'all probably down there at the ABC studios, girl, shaking in your panties. Because you think Isaiah probably got pictures and videos, girl. And he's very much the one who might release them. Girl, stop doing y'all dirt around people. Stop inviting everybody to y'all parties. Girl, stop doing y'all dirt around people. I've been telling y'all that for the longest. And y'all, I know this happened years ago. But girl, y'all don't want to listen to me. It was a couple of times I had coworkers invite me out for drinks. And girl, you know what I said? I'm okay. I'm okay. Hey, Rodney. You want to go? We're going to lunch. You want to go have some drinks? Because my coworkers will go drink on lunch. Okay? No, girl, I'm fine. I'm good. Girl, I barely even like y'all. Girl, I'm not supposed to go out and have a cocktail with y'all. Because this is what happens, girl. And this happened one time at work for real, girl. They knew. Somehow they found out they had been drinking. Oh, girl. They had went out to a restaurant. Some managers were there. They didn't know the managers knew that they worked at Nordstrom. And they saw them drinking. And they came back to work and told our manager that they were at so-and-so drinking. And that did happen. No. Anyways, child. Shout out to all the girls and boys at Grey's Anatomy that was sucking dick in the restroom, eating pussy, and girl, don't look okay. You know, girl, just do what you do, girl. Y'all was all grown. That's why I said, girl, let grown people be grown people, girl, and it is what it is, girl. Stop doing stuff around people y'all don't want nobody to know. Girl, stop inviting everybody to the parties. Girl, if you know you going to a party and there might be a little, you know, people doing whatever they doing, girl, they'll be like, hey, girl, you want to go? You don't even know that person. You know what I'm saying? Ooh-wee. All right. Oh, this is cute. So Sonny Hostin reveals how Sherri Shepherd helped her negotiate her contract on The View. Knowing the right people and information can go a long way. In TV host Sunny Hostin's case, knowing the salaries and contract deals of her peers greatly increased her ability to ask for more money, and she credited the all to Sherri Shepherd. While visiting Sherri Shepherd's daytime talk show, Sunny Hostin, 54, expressed her gratitude while telling the story of how the actress helped her get paid. Apparently, Sherri Shepherd, 56, contacted Hostin before she signed on as a recurring host on The View, divulging needed information about what others in the industry were being paid. She recalled the story stating, I don't even know if you remember this, but when I signed my deal sheet, you gave me a call. I don't know how you got my number. You were like, I heard you're coming onto the show, and I was like, yeah, I'm joining the show. She was like, did they give you a car stipend? I was like, no. You basically went over your salary for the entire time you were there, and you also gave me Jenny McCarthy's salary. She got me paid. Reportedly, Hostin joined the talk show back in 2016, while Sherri exited back in 2014. Jenny McCarthy was brought on as the show's 11th co-host, but ultimately walked away due to creative differences. It seems Sherri was happy to exchange information as the same favor was given to her. She went on to reveal that famed TV personality Rosie O'Donnell, who temporarily appeared as a host on The View, gave her the full scoop prior to her joining the cast in 2007. I know some people might say that's messy, and girl, why are you around here telling people business and telling what people make? But I do believe, a part of me does believe that, girl, not to get all deep and stuff, girl, because I ain't trying to do all that today, but a part of me does believe, especially when it comes just to people, girl, but especially women, because, y'all already underpaid. Girl, y'all better stick together. So if you know your sister out here and you know how the game goes, and they're not going to offer her what she probably should be paid, girl, let her know, girl, you need to ask for this. You need to ask for your car stipend. You need to ask for a bigger wardrobe salary, okay? Ask for also your lunch stipend, because, girl, they give you $100 every day. They also give you $50 for breakfast. They also give you $200 for dinner. Don't forget to ask about that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, girl, if you can help your sister out, girl, help your sister out, girl. I'm not mad, girl. Rosie O'Donnell told the girls. Girl, Sherri went and told the girls. And hopefully when it's time for the new girls to come on to The View, girl, Sunny, she pays it forward too. Shout out to the girls. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'm about to watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm about to watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I will be back later to talk about that. Bye, y'all.